definitely do not like how that ended. So either it's some kind of weird parallel universe or there's some weird mind-controlling brainstorming thing going on, because this volume is called All of Cult and Captivation. So is this a weird cult thing going on, or does cult refer to this clown dude over here? But captivation doesn't make sense either. So it's cult? If it's cult, then it's some kind of brainwashing thing, but I don't know. I can't quite put my finger on it yet, but let's go on and befriend Marvus Xoloto, who's another clown. You find yourself ambling down the road without any particular destination in mind. It seems you don't have to do much active searching to land yourself in varying combinations of adventure and or disaster. Where will the vicissitudes of fate next lead you? Who knows? You walk for a while like that. You've just about lost all hope of running into a wacky contrivance when your palm husk lights up with the delightful and are... Okay, why they keep doing that in this volume is like, you befriend all, some, or none friends, and now it keeps doing and or foreboding sound of friendship. Someone is calling you. You're less excited to see that person who happens to be calling you a zebra. No! Freaking zebra! Delete his number. God, block him. It's not that you dislike zebra. Yeah, I know. It's not that we dislike it, it's that we hate him. Precisely. It's just that you might struggle to rank him above literally any other trophy you met, including the yellow guy who loves genocide. What? Who's the yellow guy that loves genocide? But you're not one to leave a friend hanging. You dutifully answer the call. I might leave him hanging, actually. Ah, my good friend, you picked up. Awfully quickly, I might add. Creep. Yeah, you just love friendship. You asked Zebra why he's calling. Do I need a reason to call? Yes, you do. Please don't ever call me again. Is the thrill of dialectical repose not cause enough to make social contact with one of my dearest adversaries / friend, or maybe more depending on whatever you feel comfortable with and interested at any given point in time? I'm gonna say no. Just no to any of that. No. You have no idea how to even respond to that. Just no. Nah, I'm just fucking with you. I stand to incur material gain from your association. No. I need you to stay right where you are. Well, what are you gonna do? Hang up? Yeah. You stay right where you are and stay on the line. You ask what Zebra is up to, but he won't say. Tells you he needs to concentrate. Then why'd you call me, you loser? Eventually you notice a strange shape resolving in the distance down the road, drawing nearer slowly but steadily. After a while longer of waiting, the figure in the distance grows close enough for you to tell that it's Zebra. Oh, that's you say. It looks like he's riding on some kind of incredibly cursed hover Segway. Yeah, I'm coming, sweetie. Oh, God, no. Run away. You would say it takes maybe 15 minutes or so for him to make it the entire way over on his hover scoot. There you are. Dude, I came here to befriend Marvus. Marvus, where the hell are you? Impressed by my new ride? Oh, yeah, you say. You're very impressed. I knew you would be. I brought it out because tonight is a very special night. Or it will be. Wink, wink. If you'd be so kind as to make me the happiest straw in our attorney. Ew, God, leave sleeve already. Is he like proposing to you? God, hope not. What? Never mind. You ask him what he's vague blogging about? What indeed? The real question of what is. What are you doing this evening? Avoiding you? I mean, looking at the stars? Well, it's not like you've ever had any plans to do anything besides stupidly bumble into one ludicrous boondoggle after another. Seems like whatever he's alluding to inviting you to probably fits the bill for being included in your long itinerary of unspecified dumbass bullshit you are bound to get embroiled in anyway. Okay, can I go to the parallel universe in which I am not friends with Zebra? I would love that. Fantastic. Well, it just so happens that I managed to get my hands on 2 tickets to Clown Fest. What is that, Rex? X-Rec? And I thought, who better to take along than my dearest alien associate of unspecified nature? You have no idea what Clownfest X-Rec is, but it's not off to a good start with the name. Yeah, too many X's. Oh, I should have known you wouldn't be familiar with it. It's a little sophisticated for an off-world reprobate such as yourself. It's a music festival centered around purple blood performers who are clowns, right? Now, normally, I wouldn't trifle with high blood entertainment, disgustingly oppressive as it is. But when you think about it, aren't clowns the most disprivileged class of them all? Dude, what world is he living in? What planet is he on? You don't ask him to explain what he means by that, because everyone would be really angry reading it. You're right, dude. We would be. Agree to toss your meaty moral body into a clown pit to get moshed or whatever, or find something else to do that sounds— yeah, find something else to do that sounds less fucking awful. Well, you can't say that the invitation isn't tempting. Going to a writhing gathering of violent jesters certainly sounds like a recipe for a stimulating time, but what if you didn't throw yourself blindly into obvious peril for once in your incredibly painful life? Pass! Oh. Zebra sighs heavily. That's how he sounds. He looks completely destroyed, does he though? He looks pissed. Despite yourself, you feel a pang of guilt in your chest. Nope, I don't feel a damn thing. I see. I guess that's fine. I'll just have to find someone else to facilitate my brush with greatness. Ew, what? What is that supposed to mean? I don't want to know what it means. You don't bother to ask? When you don't give in to his obvious guilting either? My character like knows Zebra is trying to guilt trip us, but somehow we're still friends? Does that make sense? Zebra seems to accept his fate. Sigh, whatever. I can't believe I came all the way here on my hover scoot just to be callously rejected like this. But I guess I'll see you around, hotcakes. Ugh. Zebra powers back up his little scooter, gearing up to go. But when he tries to lean back so the machine will start heaving in reverse, something is wrong. The scooter just won't move. No matter how many times he slaps at the control panel on the handlebars, you ask if it's broken. What? No, it can't be. It's brand new, and it was just working a minute ago. Maybe I'm in the wrong mode. Yeah, the Zebra mode. Zebra hammers the buttons on the control panel for a bit with no luck. Damn, maybe it is the motors. So Zebra tries leaning forward to check it out. That's not the problem at all. In fact, as soon as he pushes his weight against the control stick, the scooter surges forward. Bye, dude. It collides with your frail human body, oh god, knocking you to the ground. He just murdered me. And there's too much momentum and emotion for Zebra to stop there. The jets underneath the scooter rake over your pummeled body, incinerating you and kill you instantly. Really, game? I reject Zebra, so you have to kill me for it? I see how it is. I know I've said I'd rather die than go anywhere with Zebra, and I still stand by that choice, but we gotta get to Marvus, so let's agree to toss our sexy, meaty, moral body into a clown pit to get moshed to death, or whatever. I knew you'd be there for me. I'm there for Marvus, not you. Alright, let's go. Zebra invites you to hop onto the back of his scooter. How about you scoot to the back? So you can head out to Clown Fest. You say you're not sure this is the most effective avenue of locomotion. Zebra tells you it's all the rage and not to be a little bitch about it. I'll show you who's a little bitch, Zebra. Alright, so let me tell you a little about my plans for tonight. It feels like the scooter is going even slower than it was when he arrived, now that it's struggling under the weight of 2 people. It's literally not for 2 people. You see, my favorite rhyme juggler on the planet is going to be there tonight. His name is Marvus Xoloto. You might have heard of him. He's pretty famous. You say you've never heard of him, because you're an alien. Oh, right. Well, he's only the best in all of Eternia. He came up a few sweeps back when he won first place on Slam or Get Cold. Oh, please tell me you at least know about Slam or Get Cold. I know about slam poetry. You do not know about Slam or Get Cold. Tch. Well, it's a bi-sweeply reality program where aspiring slam poets compete to prove who has what it takes or they get cold. It's really cutthroat stuff. I mean, I think there are at least 5 decapitations a season. The competition is all about skill. No matter the blood color of who is competing, the troll who wins is the troll who has the nastiest flow and dopest bars, so it's a rapping fest. Everyone has an equal shot. I mean, sure, a high blood has won every season to date, but it's basic biology that clowns are better at rhyming than everyone else. Lies! Nothing but lies here. Even if high bloods were low bloods, that would still be true. Lies! That's equality. Please tell me at the end of this game I can smack him in the face or something. Yeah, makes sense. You think this is really progressive stuff he's saying? Where could he have possibly gotten so educated and smart? Is my character for real? I'm about to slap them too. Oh, you flatter me. Anyway, as you know, I am deeply connected in the music industry. But because of oppressive hemospectrum systems, I'm afraid I'm only truly afforded downward mobility. The clown sphere is really insular, close-knit community. But with the right hustle, I'm gonna break that glass ceiling. I'm about to break your face right now. Marvus is the perfect troll to bring me into the fold. You say this guy sounds pretty brutal. Are you sure you want to actually meet this clown? What, Marvus? Huh. I mean, sure. He does what he needs to survive in a rigidly ossified power system that can never be truly dismantled by the actions of a single individual. But that doesn't mean that he supports it. Contrary to what you might think, Marvus is a spectacularly subversive figure in the industry. If you listen to his music, really listen, you'll hear some borderline revolutionary stuff. Okay, this is the freaking Marvus route. Why am I talking to you for so long? I want to get to the clown stuff, and I never thought I'd say this, but I want to get to the clown dude. I think he'd tear it all down if he could. I might have mentioned it, but being a clown is kind of woke. When did I get to smack zebra across the zebra? That's why I've always wanted to probe that think pan of his, really get to the bottom of his radical praxis, and help spread his message of social reform to the masses. First of all, I don't know what you want to get to the bottom of, and I don't know what you want to spread, okay? But keep that away from me. And you're gonna help me do it. I just said keep it away from me. After 4 hours of scooting and one excruciatingly detailed unbroken account of the events of the past 3 seasons of Slam or Get Cold, you arrive at Clownfest. I still don't know what that word is. Maybe it's Get Wrecked. XX Wrecked. Clownfest feels more like a circus than your idea of a music festival. In the distance is a wide open field dotted with disorganized masses of people, all gathered before a nightmarish stage you presume to be the site of the evening's main event. The entrance to the festival grounds opens up into something of a parking lot, filled with whimsical tents and people selling various snacks and refreshments. You see a clown juggling what looks like at least 7 hot dogs. Nice. Absolutely ghoulish. You're glad Demon isn't here to see this. He would be so, mad at all this food playing. Zebra brings you up to the gates, flashes your tickets, my tickets? Okay, and gets you wristbanded and admitted to the festival grounds. Seems like there's still some time before the performance is slated to start. There are some spectators already gathered in the field, but those of more privileged blood caste are lined up around the tents in the lot to buy food and merchandise. While you walk around the festival grounds, you ask Zebra what exactly he has planned. What could you possibly do to get him in good with the clowns? Zebra takes it as an invitation to whisper conspiratorially into your ear, "Stay away from my ear holes." His breath is hot and heavy against your hearing canal. Ew. Here's the plan, my little sweet rush drop. Ah, my god. God help me. We get in, wait for the show to start, and then, when Marvus comes onto the stage, really gets into his act, you're gonna jump the barricade and rush the stage. Or at least you're gonna try. Literally, why am I friends with you? Of course, I'm gonna stop you. I'll tackle you before you make it to the stage, and I'll call you right in front of Marvus and everybody? Oh, calm down. I'm trying to tear down the stereotypes that lowbloods are all simple-minded dullards, and you aren't doing your people any favors by reinforcing the cause for prejudice. Okay. First of all, why am I here with you? Second of all, I am not a lowblood. And you know what? It's enough of that. Obviously, I'm not going to really kill you. Yeah, I don't trust you one hot bit. You'll simply pretend to play dead after I've heroically foiled your black designs on Marvus. My actions will firmly place me within Marvus's ashen quadrant, so he'll have no choice but to recognize me. And then the clowns will see what a hero I am, and praise me, and bring me backstage to reward me. I hope by killing you, sacrificing you to the clown gods. It's really a flawless plan, my dear. If you just do what you're told, nothing will go wrong. Before you can proffer any critique of this caper, the jovial clamor of chatting and revelry surrounding you is pierced by a rising chorus of blood-curdling shrieks. You whip around to ascertain the source of the dreadful sound, but it becomes quickly apparent that those were not screams of pain at all. You know what's up when Zebra joins in with the ear-splitting squeals. Oh my god, it's fangirl screams. That's him! It's the man of the hour himself. An expensively dressed juggalo is making his way through the crowd, flanked by a robust team of hulking indigo bloods. I mean, he's very hulking. Every aspect of him telegraphs unimaginable celebrity. The purposefully disheveled yet fashionable fit of his clothes, the swagger of his step, the 10-man camera crew trailing behind him, that oddly clown-themed sound behind him. He walks with a measured poise despite the chaos rising around him. Dozens and dozens of young trolls are flinging themselves at his entourage without any apparent concern for their safety. The bodyguards are roundhouse kicking the eager teens. Wow, hardcore. Kicking the eager teens into the ground left and right like a bloody blender of adolescent aliens. It's pure carnage. He really knows how to draw a crowd, doesn't he? Sigh. A minute ago, it was tough to truly gasp the hype, but after seeing him in person, you don't know what it is. But this swaggy clown has an undeniable gravitas that commands the attention of everyone around him. It's impossible to look anywhere else. Even the Alternia moonlight seems to endeavor to glint off his golden accoutrements twice as bright. But he's gone just as quickly as he arrived, up to the festival stage to set up his act. He leaves a bloody void in his wake. A literal bloody void. Zebra is bouncing on the balls of his feet following the encounter. He clearly can't wait to get up into the pit. And to be honest, neither can you. What is it about a good clown that's so utterly irresistible? I don't know, it's some good clown stuff, you know? Zebra takes you up to the field spread out before the stage. There are thousands and thousands of trolls already standing around, ready for the show to start. From the looks of the crowds in the back breaking down their tents, there has been rust bloods camping out for days to secure their spots. But even those hard-won locations are much further to the back than where Zebra is leading you. Is that high blood privilege? There aren't many high bloods here by comparison, so Zebra is able to take you to walk right in, muscle past all the ceruleans and grab a spot by the barricade with maybe 5 minutes to spare before the show starts. There are some roadies up on the stage now dashing around to finalize all the equipment arrangements. Oh shoot. Did you remember to bring your concert diaper? My what? Excuse you? Zebra turns to you with wide eyes. You're awfully close together now, boxed in by the swell of trolls pushing your bodies closer and closer to the stage. You know, your concert diaper. You don't actually know? You don't have a single clue about your concert diaper? You ask him if he's wearing his concert diaper. He pats the front of his pants, which you notice are looking a bit plumper than usual. Okay. Diaper? Concert diaper? Why? Is it gonna be so good that we're gonna pee our pants? Of course. You can't just come to one of these things without your concert diaper. Things in a pit can get pretty intense, bro, and you can't leave to use the load gaper after it starts. Oh my god. It's literally a diaper for you to pee and poo in. Oh my god. Man, you're really going to regret not bringing your concert diaper. I'm regretting this. I've been regretting this whole experience. So is everyone around us. Ugh. Before you can even attempt to formulate a response to that, the crowd breaks into thunderous cheering. Your heart skips a beat as you look up. But of course, the clown who's clamoring up to center stage isn't him. Marvus is clearly too hot to blow on the first act. All the same, people are real fired up over this raggedy juggalo. He seems like a serviceable clown, you suppose. He's got enough gold chains and is reasonably swaggy. He gets bumpy, drops a few bars. It's fine, you guess, but he's not your clown. You know the moment you laid eyes on Marvus that he was the only clown your heart would ever be able to see again. Zebra leans into your ear and has to yell to be heard over the sounds of the music in the crowd. Shh. I've never much like Rapsta Slamsy's work, to be honest. Sure, the beats are produced well, but he has a very insipid sense of lyricism. Treasa's clam this, Treasa's indefatigable, I don't know what the hell is. Indefatigable military might that. Whatever that is. We get it. You want to harpoon the heiress. Wow, TMI. Who doesn't? Honestly, we don't need to hear about it all day. A solid 15 minutes of mildly provocative slams later, and old Slamsy is slinking off backstage. As soon as he's gone, a new jester takes the fore. If you wanted to get into the music, it proves difficult. Every new act they bring onto the stage is immediately followed by a hollering airful of Zebra's scathing critiques. Literally, you're just trying to watch something, this guy's like, dude, this sucks. You wonder why he's so fixated on getting in good with this gaggle of urban farcers if he thinks so little of their technical and artistic merits to begin with. As you lean sweatily against the barricade, you're starting to wonder if it's all worth it. Cause the sight of a single rapping man, really outweigh all the physical and psychic agony of waiting and standing and stewing in the heat of the pit and, all these trolls wearing diapers? Well, you have just endured nearly 3,000 words of hanging out with Zebra for something that will ultimately let you down. Literally, oh my god, has it been 3,000 words of freaking hanging out with Zebra? Oh my god, what the hell? But as the penultimate clown trundles off the set, the taste of the air changes. The lights on the stage go dark. The booming sound system goes quiet, and a tremendous hush falls over the crowd. You feel your heart drop in that silence. You know down to your bones that this is the moment you've been waiting for. From Sea Dweller to Rustblood, nobody moves. The sound of his light footsteps against the darkened stage could only be audible to someone as close as you. The anticipation swallows you whole. When the floodlights snap back on and illuminate his astounding figure center stage, you feel it. Though yet of modest stature, the lanky juggalo has the presence of a man 1,000,000 feet tall. He radiates a power the likes of which you've never felt before. You feel him inside of you intimately, religiously, indelibly. I don't like any of these, okay? Yes, this is it. This is your clown. I do not consent to this, okay? Then he opens his mouth to utter what feels like the most important words you've ever heard in your life. I just imagine it's gonna be awful. Hey. He says one word, hey, and they're like, ah! All hell breaks loose. Everyone is screaming around you. You grip tight on the barricade as you stare up at him, glowing, messianic, arms outstretched to drink in the zealous fervor of the crowd, all incited by a single, incredibly powerful word. Hey. God, you'll never forget it. Oh god, I know he's gonna say some dumb shit. What up guys, Lo? You jugs ready to cook? You can't help it. You start screaming, you're so fucking ready. Lo, these buddies be baking beans. Shiz. I knew he's gonna say some dumb shit. Any of y'all forget y'all concert diapers because it's rank out there. You feel wrecked by shame. How could you forget your concert diaper? You'll never be so foolish again. But it's aight. I'ma freshen things up, you hear me? Zebra takes hold of your hand and squeezes it tight. You appreciate the gesture. God, he's so fucking beautiful. You understand. You feel deeply, utterly devastated to know how far out of your grasp he is. Why would a man like that ever even look at you? There's no way someone so tremendous, so magnificent, so extravagant would waste his time offering his friendship to someone as insignificant as you. But as desolating as that feeling may be, you aren't ready to put him out of your life just yet. Maybe there are other ways you can be close to him. Yeah, literally go on stage and attack him. Listen to his music, follow him wherever he goes, dedicate your life to him. You want to know everything about him that you can. Maybe in this way you can honor him, befriend him in your own heart, if not his. Is a love one-sided any less beautiful? When the music at last starts to blast through the speakers, you ascend. The pain in your legs and your back disappears. You feel nothing but streaming euphoria. God, I wish that was me. You thank the forces of serendipity for guiding you to the glorious epiphany of this beatific singularity. The show's nothing to scoff at either. You, a highly discerning individual known to frequently make posts online regarding the quality of rap and whether or not those who purport to possess such ability do in fact have the requisite bars, are fully blown away by the act. It's some really good stuff. He's just really going in hard and hot with those raps. Not that intensity is the sole barometric of the quality of hip-hop. The fire that Marvus is dropping is a broad contemporary performance that would equally satisfy any aficionado of any relevant subgenre. Not a single thing about him is even slightly racist. Are you sure? I think it's very racist. You're really starting to get into the zone when Zebra starts to scream in your ear again. You were already going deaf from the concert as it was. I think it's about time to get the show on the road, don't you? I think it's a bad plan. I don't know. Let's see with this. Let's say no fucking way first. Are you kidding, you say? There's no way you're gonna vault over that barricade and try to make an attempt on Marvus' life, fake or not. For one thing, that plan is fucking stupid, and you immediately die. Second of all, Marvus is a beautiful artist with the soul of a true poet, and you're not going to help anyone attempt to exploit his celebrity for selfish purposes. You conclusively inform Zebra that he'll have to find someone else to help him hoodwink sweet Marvus. What's that? I can hear you over the incredibly vicious and beautiful rapping. You tell Zebra that you're not doing it, you just want to listen to the rest of the concert and enjoy yourself. Zebra seems horribly taken aback. What? But I thought we were friends? Most definitely not. You reassure Zebra that you are friends, but affirming a friendship doesn't necessarily require one to embark upon a ludicrous suicide pact in order to socially hornswoggle a rhythmically gifted Mary Andrew. You're Harley, Thelma, and Louise, get real. What the hell did he just slide out of here? You tell Zebra he needs to find someone else to help him cozy up to the clown's inner circle. Zebra harumphs, offended, and decides to go. Finally, he starts to push away through the crowd down the length of the barricade. And with that, you're free to turn your gaze back to his mirthful eminence and embrace the new piece you have found in his artwork. But Marvus only keeps distributing dope and the crowd only gets rowdier. Before you know it, you find yourself being wrenched into the writhing mass, jostled about and subsumed by the transcendent power. Wait, did I just get murdered? Subsumed by the transcendent power of the music. Your pitiful little body becomes nothing but a note in its wicked symphony, a raindrop washed away in the rapids. Some time ago, you might have accepted your fate here and allowed yourself to be trampled by the mob. But you have something to live for now. I gotta live for Marvus. Even as you feel yourself begin to physically break, those sick beats tether you spiritually to the mortal world. His ruthless bars cut through the heat and the sweat and the heavy stench of piss and meat, drawing you like a sailor to the siren's song. Not even death could wrench you free of its grasp. In spite of the odds, you manage to muscle your way back up to the floor. You exit the mosh pit, a shattered mess, bruised, battered, and broken, hanging on only by the most tenuous of threads. As you look around you, you get a glimpse of your fate. You're surrounded on all sides by trolls who have collapsed and have been trampled to death, faces frozen in a rictus of ecstasy. This is the worst concert ever. Given how lightheaded you feel, you aren't long for this world either. But you can carry on a bit further. For him, wow, he's really something else. That Marvus, you think, as your wasted body slumps against the barricade. It's all you can do to lift your weak head and stare up at him, drinking up his boundless audio-visual wonder as your vision starts to blur and your consciousness begins to fade. You jerk back to your senses when you feel something splashing over your face. Oh god, what the hell is this? What is this angle? You cast around wildly for the source of the water. To your disbelief, you see that it was Marvus. He's standing at the edge of the stage, gyrating his hips to the choreography as he looks down at you in concern. Okay, how about you stop gyrating and then look at me in concern? It's like staring into the groan of Angel. He waits for a break in his verse to cover his mic and mouth to you. Yo, buddy, You can't believe how gracious he is to see a humble fan such as yourself in pain and stop to make sure you're okay. Is this real? Or have you passed on to heaven after all? Your gaze tracks up from his well-proportioned crotch to the generous view offered by the plunging neckline of the shirt. You're alright now. You've never been more right in your life. I'm so uncomfortable. Marvus jumps off the stage into that impassable purgatory that separates it from the pit, the gods from the mortals, and makes his way over to you. He stretches out his hands. Hey babe. Oh, he called me babe. Wanna dance? I'm a little bit hurt right now. Your broken bones are no obstacle. Instinct propels you over the barricade and into his arms. He catches you like you've both been waiting your entire lives for this moment. You've never felt more warm or safe. He scoops you up with his incredible strength and carries you back onto the stage. Marvus is talking into his mic again, so his words reverberate through the entire field. Look what we got here. Seems like a fucking low blood cut to the front of the line, my friends. Low. Oh, you're kind of a dick. The remainder of the crowd that's still conscious boos viciously. What? What's happening? Oh, you're clearly bleeding red from being stopped in the face several times in the mosh pit, and in the murky lights of the stage, it looks awfully burgundy. Someone's been naughty. Yes, you've been so naughty, you say into the mic. God, it's so wrong. No remorse. For damn shame! The crowd jeers. Well, we clearly got a criminal on our damn hands. What do you think I should do with them? Any opinions? The response is disjointed but still functionally unanimous. Amidst the clamor, one word keeps ringing out clearly. Probably Cole, right? Oh god's worst is kill. Kill! Kill, 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 kill. Wow, y'all want me to kill him? Shit, that's brutal. God, I hate the way he talks. Sounds like a dumbass. Well, I ain't one to let my fans you hear me? I let down my fans, you hear me? Justice be fucking done, my merry men. What better way to cap off a wicked night than with a little gutter blood shower, lo? Well, you're hardly qualified to question Marvus's judgment. If what he wants is to publicly execute you in front of a crowd of his adoring fans, you guess that's how it has to be. You surrender completely as Marvus directs the stage hands to help him erect some sort of makeshift crucifix. You don't struggle as he carries you over and ties you up, suspended above the crowd. Literally, what the hell? All the spotlights shine on you, burning hot. The audience rapturous screams deafen you. But all you can see is Marvus approaching you, ringing in otherworldly light. His back is to the crowd, so you are the only one who can see his face like this. Intense, focused, merciless. A gaze meant only for you. You've never felt more special. I've never felt more dead. He steps up before you, face to face. You stare into his eyes, enthralled. Such clear eyes, so potent and beautiful. Your only regret is that you can't gaze into them for longer. What the hell, dude? What the hell? Marvus takes hold of his cane and in a fluid motion draws out his rapier's sharp hidden blade. The metal glints 1,000 colors in the light of the stage, almost as awesome as he is. You hope he strikes true. Yours will be a magnificent death. But then, he winks. A fleeting moment of understanding passes between you. Could it be that Marvus is the friend you've been searching for after all? Oh, is it a fool's flight of fancy to dream so? He draws in close, rearing up as if to strike, and as he raises his blade, his jacket lifts up too, exposing his vulnerable clown pit. What? If you lean in just now, maybe, just maybe you could. Oh my god, literally respect yourself, but you know what, let's take a whiff because that's how much my character doesn't respect themselves. You can't help yourself. You lean right into the clown's swampy armpit and breathe in deep. The scent is like nothing you've ever smelled before. It's like the thick flavor of ambrosia glaze over an ogre's moss, gross. Wet teriyaki socks, gross. Sprinkled with a seasoning of pure passion. Powerful, indomitable, and beyond intoxicating. You can't get enough. I can get enough. I have enough. I have had enough, man. You sniff, and then you snuff, sucking as much of the hot, salty odor into your nostrils as possible. So delicious, so deliciously disgusting. The fresh bouquet of exertion brought about by the hard, relentless work, freely flowing as the manifestation of his raw talent. You could spend the rest of your life nestled into this jester's fragrant pit, which might be literally what happens. You hope he allows you the indulgence. Were you so bold, you might even take a hearty lick. Oh, how could it possibly taste if the smell alone is so wonderful? With that, you could suckle even a single drop of that sweet jester's hunky tang. Who wrote this dialogue is so disgusting. You imagine some poor Let's Player having to read every delectable sentence of these out of various paragraphs aloud and get a little hot and bothered. Yeah, I'm so hot and bothered, mostly bothered. Also, it's really hot. But you aren't quite that brave. Marvus brings down the blade. It sinks deep into the wood beside your neck. This was no accident. A jester so powerful surely would not miss. He's sparing your life. You're so humble that your bladder evacuates on the spot. Your urine is as hot on your legs as Marvus's gaze is on your face. You really wish that you thought to bring your concert diaper. Marvus gives you a look, then glances pointedly to his cane sword. You take the hint and make an exaggerated reaction like you've just been stabbed for real. You grab at your neck, sputtering, flailing. The high bloods right at the front can tell you haven't really been stabbed, and they're a little disappointed, but it's not as clear to the trolls further back. Somewhere around the mass of teal bloods, the illusion really hits home. They start going fucking bonkers back there. The ape shit wave travels back to the Burgundies and then ricochets back home to the high bloods. You crack one eye open as you play dead. This time, it's nothing like the controlled moshing during the performance. This is pure anarchy, a whirlwind of death and brutality, Trolls are at each other's throats, literally, ripping each other apart with fang and claw. All the blood spraying into the air makes the humidity really skyrocket. At some point, when the racket becomes less than melodic, the clowns all come out for a final encore to drown out the sounds of the screaming. They start wrapping up a real storm. After about 45 seconds, a full 2 rounds of the crowd are completely dead on the ground. Wow, this is quite a festival. The performance finally ends once every single troll in the crowd has collapsed either from death or exhaustion. Only once the audience has worn itself out do the clowns call it quits. They all start filing backstage, but for Marvus, who stops to take you down from the cross, your beloved clown cradles you in his arms like the Pieta, gently petting your blood-splattered face. You hanging in there, fam? I really hate the way he talks. You tell him yes, while continuing to play dead. You don't want to foil his ruse. Okay, gravy. He picks you back up and carries you off the stage. The clowns have a little green room set up in the backstage venue, where they're all mixing and relaxing after the show. Nobody seems concerned to see Marvus carrying in a 90% dead alien, or particularly rattled after witnessing thousands of trolls savagely cannibalize each other either. This is the worst festival ever. Hey, you want a sandy? A what? A sandal. You're sorry? Grub bread. Still don't know what that is. You say, yeah, sure, you're pretty hungry. Marvus drops you off on a couch and you lounge indulgently as you wait for him to walk to the catering table and pick you something up. He's back quickly. Think you can move your arms or nothing, buddy? You say, not really? You're pretty sure all of your bones are basically obliterated. Ah, shiz, that's rough. Sorry, man. Guess that's my fault, low. Okay, say, You don't even question it. You obey him unthinkingly. You nearly choke when he kneels beside you and starts pressing broken off pieces of grub sandwich past your trembling lips. Tears well up at the corners of your eyes. How could someone like you be so lucky to touch and be held by the closest thing on this mortal plane to a god? You're sure there are thousands, millions of trolls out there who would die. Correction, they would kill to get to experience anything like this. It's humbling. What did you do to deserve this? You're so weak from the concert that even moving your jaw is hard, and your star-stricken sobbing doesn't help either. Whenever a sloppy bit of grub paste filling dribbles down your chin, Marvus is right there to catch it and shove it back into your eager maw. He makes unyielding eye contact with you as he allows you to suck the maggoty meal from his fingers. Everything here is so gross. You tell him he's beautiful. Heh, a lot of people say that. I don't know about all that though. I'm just a humble rhyme juggler with a lot of cash, money, and 10 guys filming what I'm doing right now. Wow. When you're finished eating your sandwich, Marvus kindly wipes all the mess off your face. He's so gracious, you can't believe it. Okay, there's definitely some kind of weird clown hypnotizing stuff going on here because none of this makes logical sense. You're so glad that camera crew is here to capture all of this so you can watch it and relive the experience of receiving his kindness again later. You guess you need an answer to the question. Why did Marvus decide to save you? Marvus takes a moment to think on it. Haha, well, I guess I saw the guy you was with, and I was like, shit! What a sorry motherfucker. You know that buddy be bad news from low. Fam, low. What? Zebra? No way. Zebra's your friend. My friend. All your friends are cool, except Zebra. Dan, cause that's raw. You okay? You sick? You real friends with that Inding Dong? You know he blacklisted all the fucking way out in Clown Town. Yeah, sounds reasonable. What? Really? Why? Cause he's a creepy douche. He's just a social climber, man. That big blue buddy be Amos fucking parasite. What the hell, dude? I just can't comprehend. And he's blacklisted? By all clowns? He doesn't seem to know that. I don't think he knows anything, okay? He's so bad at the social situations. Well, we ain't about to go and tell his chatty ass. Gotta go and write a wicked, nasty review about my beads. Or biz, I don't know. So we be looking out for ourselves. Us clowns real close-knit, you know? Take care of each other and all that shiz. You feel me? I literally felt you just then. You know, if you think about it, clowns really are the most disprivileged socioeconomic class. I am so sick of hearing about all this social class crap, okay? You have thought about that, and it's making more and more sense recently. You love to engage in a nuanced discourse with him about clown privilege, or the lack thereof. Yeah, cause though we nominally occupy a position, dude, he's actually talking like a normal person. A position of structural power in the institutional hierarchy of the hemo spectrum, we be subjugated and dampening our powers like no other. Because that agents of the Empress and her abysmal hierarchy know that the unimpeded strength of me and my sick, nasty buddies would easily unseat Sea Dwellers as dominant caste. And if purple blood be objectively superior to violet in every metric of strength, power, and influence despite chromatically preceding them, and the only reason we don't rise up and rip the fins off their slimy little faces is an eternities of religious persecution and culturally immutable precedent. What does that say about the validity of the rest of the system? What it says is that you're saying a lot of weird stuff is what it says. You consider your mind thoroughly blown. I would consider my mind thoroughly broken. Wow, this guy is incredibly woke and not the least bit racist at all. Therefore, not woke at all and the most racist of all. You're really inspired by how good he is as both an artist and a man, and don't forget, a clown. Damn straight. Maybe all the spectrum needs is a little chaos to shake things up. Really makes you fucking think, you hear me? God, you do hear him, it makes so much sense. He makes so much sense. You make so much sense. You and him make so much sense. Together. Marvus smiles at you as you hold his hands. You don't want to let go. You're afraid you'll never see him again if you do. You're not sure you can live like that. Maybe you can't be always by his side, but maybe sometimes, occasionally, all you want is to make a friend. Of course I'll be your buddy. Here, why don't you add me on Cheddar? And next time I got a show, maybe I'll hook you up with some wicked tykes? I don't know. VI-fucking-PB Russ Edwards represent! Make sure to check out my link in my bio for merch if you're interested. Oh, am I interested? Oh, let me tell you, I'm so interested in all that hot clown merch. The promise fills you with so much hope and light and joy. You can't believe it. You did it! You've made the greatest, most ultimate friend of them all. Your shining light. Your reason for being. Marvus, the truest buddy you've ever had. True buzz. I am literally speechless from everything that has just happened. Cannot comprehend. Alright, how about instead of licking clown pits, how about we respect ourselves? Marvus brings down the blade. It sinks deep into the... Okay, so instead of that, just no licking, goes directly to the action. Well, okay, I guess that's good and dandy. I'm glad the correct route is actually to not go with Zebra's dumb freaking plan, but in this case, we gotta go along with Zebra's cowardly and nefarious plan to scam your beloved clown. Enraptured you may be with Marvus's magnificence. A promise is a promise, and you can't let Zebra down. Why not? You wait for the right moment and start to vault up over the barricade as quickly as you can manage. You clear the barrier and drop down into the gutter between the stage and the crowd. We're probably just gonna get trampled to death or something. You're not sure where to go from here. You glance back towards Zebra for guidance. The crowd has noticed what you're doing, alright. The onlookers are swarming with rage at your insolence. Zebra makes his move. He starts to follow you up over the barricade, but things don't go as planned. Instead of heroically stopping you from making it to Marvus, Zebra is put upon from all sides by grasping claws. They don't recognize what Zebra is trying to do. They think he's just another conspirator trying to join you in your attempt at Marvus's life. I mean, they're kind of not wrong. You watch in stunned horror as the two trolls closest to Zebra take hold of each of his arms, dig in their claws, and rip the right off. Ooh, I hate his ass, but I'm not sure if he deserves that. And they don't stop there. You barely have time to process what's happening until another pair of trolls descend, helping to tear ruthlessly into Zebra's body. His screams don't even register over the booming of the sound system. Fountains of indigo blood spray hot into the humid air. The barricade and the ground all around you are drenched in your friend's gore. You're frozen where you stand, in that arid gutter between heaven and hell. This isn't how it was supposed to go, is it? You feel the inevitable press of entropy closing in. The trolls in the audience see you, and they've already had a taste of blood. Your legs are as stiff as rods as the carnage-caked trolls who made short work of your friend begin to vault over the barricade themselves. It seems pointless to run. You're stricken by a consuming sense of deja vu. You've made a mistake, and the universe is going to clean up your mess. The trolls drop down into the gutter with you and advance. You close your eyes and accept your fate, and then feel yourself being wrenched up onto the stage. Yeah, what's up? You can't believe your eyes. Marvus, in all his majesty, has hoisted you up to safety on the grand stage. He's beaming at you with the most beautiful smile you've ever seen in your whole life. This development has certainly given the bloodthirsty crowd a pause. Marvus turns to them with an unerring grin and shakes his head. Y'all out there trying to kill my buddy? Sometimes I swear my fans are bigger clowns than I am. Lol. His adoring legion seems to find that very funny. You're starting to realize you really should have brought your concert diaper after all. Now it seems like there's been a big misunderstanding. This just be one of my backup dancers. Hey, hit it cuz, show him what you got. He's helping you? You can't say you understand, but you're now about to look a sexy, gorgeous gift clown in the mouth. If Marvus wants you to dance for your life, you'll dance. You start going to town. Flossing, shooting, whatever it is the kids are doing these days, a real contemporary breakdown. The crowd goes wild. Things are really starting to look up for you until a deafening crack sounds through the air and the stage equipment starts to collapse. It all happens quickly. The bolts of all the stage scaffolding burst out of their settings, the lights catch fire, and one of the massive 100-foot screens behind the stage comes loose of its moorings. You have been easily pancaked by the huge screen. If not for Marvus expertly clown stepping you and himself out of the way, everything he does is clown. Half the crowd isn't so lucky. The big screen shatters when it hits the stage, raining a 100-foot area of trolls with vicious glass. Shiz. Right when things were just getting started. But the sound equipment was all obliterated by the sudden collapse. Nobody can hear him but you. For a moment, your hero looks lost. Man, we better bounce, cuz. Marvus grabs you by your sweaty hand and runs. He takes you to safety into the performer's screen room, which seems to be intact after the collapse of the stage, though the power is out. The room is filled with the clowns who performed earlier. They all look very confused and harried. Shit. Things gotta be a madhouse out there for a while, so better to just lay low for a little bit, I bet. We go out there right now and we gotta get mobbed. Usually everybody be dead at the end of my concerts. I wouldn't make it out of there without having to pale with 1,000 teens otherwise. You're a little rattled to say the least. Marvus takes a good look at you. Fuck, man. You shiz yourself? Yeah, I know, I didn't bring my concert diaper. You start to cry. You didn't bring your concert diaper. Oh man, it's I, don't cry. Look, you're hardly the first buddy to ever shiz themselves at one of my concerts. I'm used to the smell. I'm literally concerned here, so concerned at so many things that are happening here. To be honest, it's comforting. You sniffle and say, really? You wouldn't want to bring even the slightest inconvenience to his wonderful life. Yeah, I'll let it cook. Bring it in, brohim? I don't know. You bring it in. The two of you share a nice, malodorous hug. It's hard for you to understand what's going on. Why did Marvus save you anyway? I saw you was hanging out with that blue bro who always trying to get his snuff shoot up me and my jugs shitholes. And then you try to make it a real run for me. Gotta say that's brave. Gotta ask the buddy where they got the Boj rods to try to pull a stunt like that. Respect. Oh well, it wasn't really much of a stunt. You were just going along with your friend's ludicrous plan to try to scam him into a friendship under false pretenses, but it was a really bad plan, and your friend was killed on the spot immediately, and now you're pretty sure you're cosmically fated to die due to making a non-canonical decision. Are we though? Maybe this could be the canon ending, you never know. What do you mean non-canon? I'll let this be non-canon, fam. What? What can it even mean to be non-canonical within the context of an inherently extra-canonical framework? Skeet, brap. I don't know what you're saying, dude. Talk like a normal human. You're not sure, but you definitely have the sense that some of the decisions within the simulation carry greater values of truth and relevance than others. Stop breaking all the fourth walls. And that the linear progression of events is rigorously enforced by an obligate narrative flow that privileges those actions which most smoothly facilitate the designs of the story's architect. Sure, you can hear that noise that way, but I say you are the architect of your own fate. Oh, I see, huh? I decide the story. Inspiring a sermon as Marvus may be spitting, his wise pontifications are interrupted when a clown in the back of the green room knocks over the water cooler. This gets the other clown who was talking to him really pissed, and they start duking it out. It starts a chain reaction that pulls all the other high bloods into a whirling bladed picture of clown carnage. Man, what the fuck is going on? It's like you said, you've made a mistake, and the essence of the timeline won't rest until it's put things right. You can feel that it's happened before, and it'll happen again. This is not the alpha timeline. Things are going wrong. Well, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Come on, troll Nostradamus, let's scoot. Even as the inescapability of your demise consumes you, you can't bring yourself to deny him. You follow him out of the green room, fleeing before the clown fight can pull you in and grind you to bits. Out here, you're the one who has to help Marvus. In the open air, it's an unending procession of teens quick-time events. Quick-time events, really. Some of them are carrying buckets. You just need to keep punching them out until you finally make it to this rich guy clown limo. The driver is nowhere to be seen, so Marvus gets behind the wheel and you hightail it out of there. You stick your head out the window and look back. There's a nasty storm brewing in the distance. There's a storm brewing. I know somewhere we'll be safe. You make sure to secure your seatbelt. After dodging at least 3 fallen trees, a wayward deer looses, and a lightning strike that blasts the hood of the vehicle right off, Marvus brings you to Clown Church. But I already went to Clown Church. You can't say what? You can't say this place was high on your list of venues you wanted to visit again, but this thing has a fucking budget. Good god, they're breaking so many fourth walls. Whatever bullshit's power that's coming after you, you have no reach here. We'll have no reach here. This be hollowed ground, biznatch. I really hate the way you talk. Oh god, what just happened? Marvus leaves the limo on the lawn of the church and you both hurry out. Just in time, because it explodes not 2 seconds after you're out the door. This is literally like the wrong time. It's a doomed timeline and fate is literally trying to kill me. By instinct, Marvus shields you from the fiery blast with his body. Ugh! Marvus! Oh no, Marvus, no! You beautiful soul! You're destroyed by guilt. How could someone so tremendous bring themselves to such harm for someone so meaningless as you? You drag Marvus's burned, scorched body into Clown Church and you collapse as soon as you're past the threshold. You start weeping. Shiz fam, I ain't dead, just a little toasty. You ain't gotta cry about it, goddamn. Oh, okay. You help him up and bolt the door behind you. He was right. You do feel safe here. Nothing is collapsing. Nobody is being stricken with a hysterical urge to start a fight. And there's not even a single fire happening anywhere. The merciful Messiahs be protecting us, buddy. Stay frosty, aight? You help Marvus over to sit down in one of the pews. You settle in next to him and gaze up at the imposing architecture. It's not all bad. There's a beauty there. A beauty in being a clown, too. You're starting to see, oh my god, it's doomed highlight, I'm gonna turn into a clown. Maybe you're even starting to believe. You turn to look at Marvus, and his face is ashen and slick with sweat. Haha. Think that dip in the grill I had hurt a little more than I thought. Your heart drops in your chest. You ask if he's going to be alright. As long as we stay in here, But can you really stay inside Clown Church forever? You know down to your bones that even if you do, it doesn't matter. It's something about the air. You can't really describe it. Everything just starts to press down, down, down. Like you and everything around you is sinking implacably into the earth. But the ground is coming up to meet you too. You start to perspire. The pressure leaves you weak. You slump against Marvus's shoulder. You feel so insubstantial. Like the entire concept of your existence is struggling to erase itself. You know this isn't something you can fight. What are you giving up just like that? You don't know what else you can do. This isn't how things were supposed to go. This isn't how things can be. You can't exist like this. That depends on what it means to exist, fam. Depending on how you look at it, every branch in the timeline be fundamental to the metatextual structure of the essence of existence itself. Even an incident that falls outside a strict confines of canonical continuity contributes to a metaconsciousness that be built by, it could even be said to be at its most essential level, defined primarily by the extratextual exchange of interpretation by those who observe it. Each path a translucent fragment that, via mirroring or distorting or magnifying certain aspects of the ultimate reality, folds itself invisibly into the fabric of that reality. Itself immeasurable and intangible, but the space it once occupied, indelible. The observation of a reality can still inform how reality is to be interpreted, even if that reality doesn't satisfy even a cursory standard of legitimacy. And the act of contravening continuity can in itself provide definition to that very integrity it defiles. Even if what's going down here can't be said to be true, that doesn't mean we are meaningless. Turn up. You don't know all about that, but you tell Marvus you're glad he's here with you. Marvus smiles and puts his arm around your shoulders. In spite of it all, he makes you feel real. You stare into the effervescent panes of— oh god, stuff's going crazy. Panes of clown glass as they shift and scintillate in your vision. Things are coming apart at the seams. Subatomic concepts scream from the insides of your ears, and the infinity of pure dimension blossoms between the tenuous threads holding the essence of your being together. The terminality of paradox space reaches into you from the inside out and takes hold of reality in its inescapable grasp. Continuity inverts and cascades into a cataclysmic fractal. What happens will happen, and what can't must not. And no measure of hubris from man or god or clown can stimmy the cosmic imposition of truth. You close your eyes for just a moment, but when you open them again, there's nothing to see at all. Time paradox. Really? Okay, there's some crazy time shenanigans going on here. Because in the first one, there's some weird parallel universe crap happening. So now it's like, I don't even know what world I'm living in. And then this one, okay, first of all, this one, why the hell did we have to spend so much goddamn time with zebra, okay? I swear, there was like 2/3 of that route was a zebra. And then, through some weird clown magic, everyone just loves Marvus. Like, okay, don't get me wrong, he's a cool, chill clown. I really hate the way he talks, but he's a cool, chill clown. Don't understand the attraction everyone has, but, you know, you do you. But what even, okay, it was just so, it was just too weird, okay? Like, I didn't, you know, you never think things can get more weird, but things just keep getting more weirder. And then as we progress through these volumes, they keep breaking the fourth walls. Weird time stuff keeps happening. And now it's like, I don't even know what's happening. That was clearly not meant to happen. So I guess the game doesn't want Zebra to die. Zebra can't be dead. So that is not the right ending. That is not canon. And therefore, the other one is the right ending, which is why this one got the time paradox. And then our characters just kind of got like wiped out of existence. So like all those times, like I guess all those bad endings got fixed. Because those are all time paradoxes. It's just really weird. My mind is thoroughly broken. Unlike my character, you know, whose mind was thoroughly blown. My mind is thoroughly broken. So I'll leave this video here for now. So thank you guys so much for watching this. Looking forward to hearing what you guys think, and I will see you in the next video.